sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Well, guys, the Arkansas head coach told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Golden Bears headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense in a bunch formation. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown Razorbacks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Looking for a crease. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, check it. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Ready, go.
Right side, it's Terry.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Ready, five. Go.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Check, check, check. 492 waggle. 492 waggle. Go, go.
Out wide right, it's Lawson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Hill. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Here's a give to Parker. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God with this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's changing the play.
Square, square, square. Freeze, freeze. Q, Q. Bubba, Bubba. Return, return, go, go.
JKS Fires to the middle. Holds on, Ncaa27. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. 1st and 10 coming up. Motion from the wideout. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They give it back to him. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Calls his own number. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. He's there to make the stop. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Here comes the heat, and they got him. A 3rd down sack to force the likely punt. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Throwing, Sangabolotelli. Right side, it's Thomas. Hits the crease. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. Two-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Palmer.
And they did a great job at getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got it behind the line. It's Rousseau. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Under pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cal. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hands it off on the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding.
The ball is out behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands.
Going over the top. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
2nd and long here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Booster. Return. Go.
Ncaa27 on the move. He'll pull it down. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Trying to make one miss. And the returner goes down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Balkinson. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the heat. And they got him. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 6 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Fighting Irish in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Tonga-Politelli, play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Golden Bears come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Here we go. Ready? Blue, dirty blue. Hey, move. Go, go.
Tonga-Politelli. Look out. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hand it to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Well, that changed things a bit. After the penalty, it's 3rd and 3. Quarterback changing the play. Right at the line. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
fourth down. Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cal! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send that offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. In traffic, it's Balkinson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking left. The sure hands, it's Watkins. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Clapp. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looking to throw. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Ncaa27 on the play action. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Ncaa27 from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wide receiver comes in motion. JKS. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Hands it off. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. The Golden Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa27. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Russell. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Between the hashes, it's Russell. Breaks a tap. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Hill. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got some green grass. Powers through the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Right side, it's Platt. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Jackson gonna throw it. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throwing Sangapavatelli. He slings it deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He's looking deep. Got it in stride at the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Wilson! Hey, Wilson! Doc! Bear!
Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. Looking for the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. The throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him.
It's a running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Left side is Thomas. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Turns it upfield. Going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And he added the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Sends it downfield. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson will throw. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of
He'll take the deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.